hair follicle test.
Lots of talk on the Discord about this subject right here, so we're just going to dive into it. I've also been seeing it during live stream on other streamers that are involved in trucking, and people are asking these questions over and over and over. And right now, there's not technically an answer to it. So right now, the Clearinghouse, there's big talk about the Clearinghouse and the FMCSA getting together and requiring that you take a hair follicle test. Well, you know, there's some trucking companies that don't require it, some that do. And one of the issues with this is that, from what I understand, is say you go to a company that requires a hair follicle test and you fail it. Then you're like, you know what? I'm going to go to one of these companies that don't require the hair follicle and I'm going to take the drug test. Well, because it's not mandated that we're requiring a hair follicle test for every company, then, you know, they can go to that next company and take that urine test and continue on. Like, they can go to the next company. Well, with other companies being like, you know what, we do hair follicle and we couldn't take him because he was a danger, because we found it in his hair. You know, a hair follicle test, one of the pros on it is that there's really not a way to cheat it. So that's one of the big things with it. It's hard to cheat. They take a section of your hair, like I don't have hair here, so they'll take it off of my beard. If you want to try to cheat the system by shaving your body, they'll get it from your armpit, they'll get it from your leg hair, they'll get it from your pubic hair. And believe it or not, it's actually more hair than I thought. I thought that they just plucked a little strand out. But because I'm making this video, I had to do the research on it and find out how much hair they actually get. They get enough hair that's a little bit bigger than the thickness on a pencil. And they cut that little strand off, and it's in the room. Like, they are the ones cutting it. So they cut that little strand off and they put it in a full pack made out of foil, and they send it off to the lab to check it. And, you know, it's right there. There's no cheat in it. It's not like, hey, here's your cup. Here's your cup. Go in that room and pee in it. You know, and like, you don't have to have it's not gender specific. Like, you don't, to cut the hair off of a male, you don't have to have a male in there. A female can do it, and vice versa. So it's not even like a problem. It's a lot easier for people, because whenever you're getting a pee test done, a urine test, you need a male to do it if you're a male. You need a female to do it if you're a female. And, you know, if Clearinghouse does pass this, which who knows if they will or won't, but anybody that's driving right now that does not have a hair follicle test done will have to get one done. So this will cost companies a lot of money to get their drivers in there. These hair follicle tests cost more money. So it's going to cost these companies more money to get their drivers in there, get the hair follicle test. It doesn't matter how long you've been driving. If it's time for you to, if they pass this and we have to all have hair follicle tests, they're going to have to dish out that money to get this test done. And you're going to have to go take this test. It doesn't matter how long you've been driving. So, like, that's going to, you know, you have drivers that are owner ops out there. They might take advantage of it on the weekend. I'm hoping they don't. But if they do, it might become an issue for them. So it's a major thing. It's a major thing going on. Like, keeping yourself informed. Look up the research on it. But they are trying to pass this, and it's going to cause major issues for some people. Now, the best way to not get in trouble with the Clearinghouse is don't be doing this stuff. I mean, it's not that hard. And if you have, like, the research I've been doing is most of these hair follicle tests are 90 days. So one of the things that they can't do is, if you say you went out the day before you did the test and you did something, like maybe did some drugs, the test results can't show that you did something yesterday. They're showing what you did within 90 days, because that hair, unfortunately, what you just did the day before is not going to show up on it because your hair hasn't grown. And I was watching things on bleaching your hair, different shampoos and stuff like that. Bleaching your hair, dyeing your hair, all that stuff is not working. They're still going to find out what you have done. So it's going to be hard if you're one of the people that want, they're like, I'm going to try to beat this hair test. You're not going to beat it. You're not. But definitely keep on watching this and we'll see what happens with it. Sorry I can't give y'all a definite answer if this is going to go through or not, because guess what? It has to go through the clearinghouse. At my company, Prime Inc., we require a urine test. So, you know, get ready because it might change. It all depends what happens. As of right now, nothing has changed. So don't get all worried. It's just if they ever do push this through and make it a requirement for the clearinghouse, then they got us. We got to comply because we have to be cleared by the clearinghouse to be out here trucking. And it's a way that they can keep up with like everybody job to job. They made the clearinghouse, I believe, to make it easier to have your work history all in one place. That way when you applied for your next job, boom, they could look at it all. But what happened also is that now they can see why you lost your job and drug tests like that. It's trying to keep cleaner people clean. You know, don't do drugs, guys. Don't do drugs. Don't touch drugs. You know, if you like alcohol, don't be getting into a car and drive. I had a discussion about this today with my students. I said, hey, look, a lawyer to beat a DWI or to get you off the hook of a DWI, that's going to be like $20,000. But what's a $20 Uber ride? You want to pay $20,000 or you want a $20 Uber ride? Be safe. If you're going to go out there and drink responsibly. Make sure you have a ride home. Make sure that you're not just getting in a car and whipping it. You don't want to get caught up like that. You know, it's just, why risk your CDL? Why risk your livelihood? Because getting your CDL, you have it. It's for, you know, it's for any job you go to that you're going to drive a truck or a big vehicle. You're going to need that CDL. Protect your CDL. Stay away from drugs. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and share this. And please do not get all worried about this passing and freaking out yet. As of right now, it has not passed. We haven't heard anything else on it in a while. Just know that they are looking into it and they're thinking about it, and it could affect you. It's not going to affect me, but it might affect you. I gave up the stuff a long time ago. Never did it again. You know, we all did stuff in our past. You know, what we did in our past, the choices we made in our past have made us what we are today. Even all the bad stuff in your life that's ever happened to you has made you stronger and has made you a better person. So don't look at the past as the bad that's happened. Look at it as a learning experience, and it's what made you the person you are today. Don't forget, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. lives, question and answers. Write down your questions right now. Get them ready because Thursday is just around the corner. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and click on the next video to watch my current video that's out.